Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Boss Radio Live. Again, welcome to Boss Radio Live. I'm your host, NJ, and I'm just happy to be here today. Happy with my guests that I have here. This is a special because most of you know the show does not usually air on a Monday, but this is a special post Thanksgiving show that we are doing to talk about something very special, which we're going to get to with my special guest. So I'm excited to have my guest on. My guest today is Dr. Gloria Trueh. And we'll talk a bit more about that, but it's going to be a quick but a good show today, you guys. It's Boss Radio Live with NJ, your three-dimensional podcast. Baltimore, Maryland. I love my city. Wow. You have to have balance.
Mother's Day extravaganza event being held ILC Lois Butler Culver.
Come meet me today at the Spirit Center. I want to hear what you have to say. Again, welcome to Boss Radio Live, where he is the boss of me. So, as I said, I have Dr. Gloria Trueh with me today. She is the founder of United Women Leaders Global Network. I always have to make sure I pronounce every word with I love the title. So, but we are going to have her on. And just in case you guys don't know about her or have not heard of her and her network, here's a little bit about her. Dr. Gloria Trueh is a pastor, entrepreneur, author, and founder of United Women Leaders Global Network. She helps women transition from working in the corporate world to starting their own business, helping them experience the freedom and flexibility they long for. Dr. Gloria has 20 plus years experience in business management, leadership, marketing, and contracts writing. Dr. Gloria was led to create the Strength of a Woman Conference, a platform where leaders from around the globe will discuss their experiences during the COVID-19 pandemic and how they emerged stronger. Dr. Gloria is dedicated to and is passionate about using her experience to empower others to transform their lives and find their purpose. All right, guys, welcome Dr. Gloria Trueh.
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Gloria Trueh, CEO and founder of United Women Leaders Global Network, where I help women become their own boss, an entrepreneur.
Awesome. I love it. I love how you just came on. That is what I'm talking about, Dr. Gloria. Yes, I love it. And this is why I've hooked up with this amazing lady. But we're going to learn a little more about her as we go along today. And you'll just see why she's so amazing, right? So, Dr. Gloria, you are an entrepreneur yourself. And you talked about what you do really briefly, but we're going to get into that. But tell us about, so you already kind of said what you do, but can you go a little deeper with that? Like, what do you work on with these entrepreneurs?
Well, what I do is I help women transition from the corporate world to become an entrepreneur. And how I help them is they'll come to me with an idea and say, I'm tired of working my 9 to 5. I've been in corporate for a very long time and I want to start a business. I've been on YouTube, I've Googled, I have software, I have everything, but I just don't know how to get started. So that's the first thing we do. Then I let them know that in order to start a business, you have to know exactly your niche. You have to know who you want to serve, and you have to also know what age group, male, female. So we get into a lot of in-depth things about what you want to do. So I pick your brain a little
Awesome.
bit.
Yes. And that's also one of the reasons that I really did want to kind of hook up with you and do some things because we have similar missions as well. So yeah, I think that that is much needed because especially I hate to say it sometimes, but especially entrepreneurs of color, they don't always start their organizations with the proper foundation, don't start them correctly, and don't get everything kind of set up. They kind of just start with a hobby and kind of make it into a business and don't really know all the things to do that make a business, the infrastructure and foundation of that business solid, and also scalable, because that's something too.
Yes.
So, yes, so I think that that is an amazing um, mission. Also, some of the services that you offer, you know, it's hard to get that kind of service. I know I got that kind of training years ago in like women entrepreneurs of Baltimore, but they don't really hold those kind of classes anymore. So this is an amazing thing that you do, and I just want to put that out there. So your passion is really helping the business owners, especially the corporate transition from corporate into business. So, how did that come about? Was that something that you yourself went through, or how did that come about that that really became your focus?
Yeah, it came about when I had three kids and I was working corporate. And every time I have to take them to the doctor, every time I have to go on a field trip, whatever I had to do, I had to kind of um, ask my boss 2, 3 weeks in advance. And sometimes they say you can't have that time off. So me having my education in business administration, growing up with a family of entrepreneurs, I decided with a bachelor's degree in business administration and working for a company that was not lenient with me, I decided to step out on my own by faith. So I started my business over 20 years ago. I've been helping women transition from their job because most of them are mothers like myself. I was a mother and didn't have enough time with my kids.
Wow, that's awesome. And there are a lot of the name that we call them now is mompreneurs out here, and they definitely need help, especially
Yes.
with that transition into owning a business, because it is not for the faint of heart. I will put it out there. Definitely not.
That's what the faith of.
So, what is the biggest issue that you find with these business owners? Now, you already kind of talked about the mothers and the, you know, transitioning from corporate, but what is one, just give us one of the biggest issues that you really find when you're helping these business owners, things that you really have to help them with.
One of the biggest issues and problems I find with them is that they're afraid to get started. They are so dependent on their income, that 2 week paycheck, and I have some of my clients would ask me, would I make enough money to cover all of my bills? So that is the biggest problem that women have in general about not meeting their bills. Because as
Mm,
an entrepreneur, you are not guaranteed to have X amount. You might be making short of there 15,000, 1,500, 2,000 every 2 weeks or however your pay pays you. But in entrepreneur getting started, you might not be able to make that amount. So people are very concerned about the income, and that's a deterrent for them. So I emphasize to them, well, you can start. The most important thing is to get started. Some people start while they're still working, but it's up to
mhm.
it's up to you how you look at your finances. But if you keep looking at your money, you will never start your business.
Mm, Great point. And really true. It's that fear thing.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes,
really the fear kind of sets in, and stepping off that ledge. So it takes a bit of faith.
yes, yes.
I really do believe. So you started this organization, United Women Leaders Global Network. You see how I always had to say it's like I'm trying to make sure I say every word. Uh, so, yeah, so you started this network. So, how did that come about, or what was the reason you really started that?
Well, this network started in 2012, and how it started was we were a group of women, and I was pastoring the church at the time, and I had this conference. It was like over 50 people I had invited to the conference, and from the 50 people, I did all of the cooking and everything, and from the 50 people, I had all this food, and about maybe 20 showed up. So I was kind of disappointed. I had all this food. What am I going to do for all this food? And so as the conference got started, we started on time because sometimes you have to start when you're renting a hall or renting somebody's place, you have to start on time. And in the midst of this, at almost an hour before everything got finished, all these women came in. And one of the things they said, oh, we had other assignments, we had other places to go. So I was like the last drop box. So let me stop here. Let me just show my face. So after the conference that day. I went home and I thought about it. I said I need to put a network together where women can meet together and we can collaborate. That we would all have our function, not everybody having their function on the same day. So that's
Oh,
how United Women Leaders Global Network came about. So when you having a conference, we don't have it all on the same day. So it birthed almost 10 years ago.
wow. That's actually really good. Look, I'm like, okay, who thought? Like, no, I've never heard that before, and it's really a great idea.
Yeah.
Especially when because we kind of get into these groups of people who were kind of floating around. I'll go to this event. Oh, this person's having this event, and they are just part of your general network.
Yes.
So yeah, oh wow.
That's
So
what I
Dr.
said.
Glory, we've talked, but you've never. I don't think you've ever told me
I
that.
never
That
told you. No, I never told you.
wow, that is a no. That's a great idea, because then you do get to support
Each
one
other.
another.
Yes.
Yes. Wow. Great point. Great point. Wow. Okay. So you've spoken on lots of events because I actually when I first met you, I started looking at all the things and links you had out there. I was like, now who is this Dr. True, and why have I never heard of her before? So for you guys who have never heard of her before, don't think it's strange because I was like, I've never heard of her, but you have gotten around,
Yes.
and so not only uh, are you to me, you can answer this question, I'm just going to ask, but from what I saw, not only are you doing what you're doing as far as making sure you guys don't have these events, but when I'm talking about supporting, you are actually speaking at other people's events and they're speaking on yours, and then of course I'm sure you have new speakers and things coming and people joining who aren't a part of your network already, like me. but but also you guys are actually supporting one another with actually speaking at events and kind of co-hosting and all sorts of things I've
Yes.
seen you do.
Yes.
So talk a bit about that. Like is that something that you did naturally, or was that on purpose? Was that also a part of the whole network? And if people become a part of your network, what can they look forward to?
Yes, the network is mostly there are a lot of us because we are pastors, we are business people, entrepreneurs. So if say like you, Ms. Johnson, you're having a function, we all collaborate. So well, you're having your function, so I support you when I'm having my function. You support me, and so that's how we rotate it. Instead of everyone having the conference at the same time and kind of popping in 15 minutes here, 20 here, we want to make sure that everybody support each other, and also that we speak at each other's conference. Like if you have a conference and you're looking for a speaker, I can I can suggest a speaker to you. And we also now we are training speakers, and we're having events where speakers come up. Sometimes people have never spoken before. They have it in them. The gift is in them, but they never have an opportunity to speak on a platform. So you have an opportunity when you join the United Women Leaders Global Network. You have an opportunity to be trained from the foundation. We also teach you how to present yourself, your portfolio, how you write your mission statement, your vision statement, your goals. So we kind of take you and kneel you and make sure that you come up the right way, so that when you get to the top, you already have the foundation. And we also teach you how to present yourself. Is a lot involved. Anything to start a
Mm,
business, so that when you get to that level, you're established.
that's wonderful. How many places are there just to kind of get your bearings when you're trying to get into speaking? That's a,
Not too many.
yeah, that's really great.
Yes.
So that's an awesome mission, an awesome network. So you guys make sure you look that up, and I actually have your links to kind of put out as well. So we'll do that. But you guys definitely look into this network, the United Women Leaders Global Network. Yes, I love it. And so now you have created this event called Strength of a Woman, which I love the name. I so love that name because women do have strength.
Yes.
Do have strength. But you can talk a bit about that because that is coming up soon.
Yes, it is. United Women Leaders Global Network. We it came about during the pandemic. I, being a entrepreneur, most of my events were brick and mortar. So when the pandemic hit, it kind of threw me out, because everything I did in a hotel. So it was like, oh my gosh, I don't have anywhere to, resources and stuff. So I started to collaborate with women, and I did a lot of different things online.
Mm-hmm.
So in the presence of that, I was one day just talking to the Lord about how do I continue servicing women and not being able to do one-on-one with them. And then the Lord spoke to me, strength of a woman. I heard the word strength of a woman. So the Lord was saying we have strength and we can do whatever our mind, because our mind, it also direct what we do. And that's how that conference came about. I started putting it together, and the first week I started to call different women that I knew, and telling them about the conference. And that week I got 19 women. I
Wow.
got 19 women that say that they want to be part, because they have a story to tell about the pandemic. Some of them pastors, some entrepreneurs, some authors. Um, I have
Mm.
a couple doctors, health and wellness. So you have a little bit of everything. We also have someone that will teach you how to start your event. So anything you want to know about how to birth yourself virtually, you can come to our conference. It's Saturday, December the 3rd, which is this coming Saturday. All of these
Mm-hmm.
gorgeous speakers, these women that when we talking, and we have a couple of men in there that is going to be talking about what happened to them during the pandemic, about their business. Some of them have books, some of them health and wellness. We have websites, we have events, whatever it is that you need to know to become better in 2023. This is the platform to come and hear these gorgeous women speak about what they went through during the pandemic, what they experienced, and how they came out, of it. All of these women have strength to be able to um, come forth and tell their story.
Yes, and I actually put the Eventbrite link up there. If you guys want to go to that, because it just sounds amazing. Like it's gonna. I literally cannot wait to hear all of the amazing speakers. I love to hear different points of view.
And I also wanted to point out that also, if you see, Ms. Johnson is one of the speakers. She didn't say that, but she's one of the speakers in that event. So
Yes,
come on, Caleb. Come
yes,
on.
I will be speaking, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to speak, and just share. But I am also so excited to hear everyone's point of view. As I said, I love hearing different people's point of view. So I really can't. I can't wait. I can't wait. So you guys, yes, I will be there. You want to hear me? Come on by. But just to hear these other amazing speakers as well, just because I've gotten just a glimpse of all the different kinds of people who will be there, and so yeah, I'm excited to hear what is going forth. So yes, that is on December 3rd, you guys. On December 3rd. This is the link. It'll also be in the chat as well. And you guys can click that and visit that link and sign up to attend the conference. So definitely is a not to be missed. All right.
All right.
So I always like to end because I told you guys it's going to be a quick one. So it's just a little quick post Thanksgiving, ta-da. But Dr. Gloria, I always like to ask my guests at the end just two things. I'll keep it to two things that you want to leave the audience with. So our, prospective business owners who may want to get started, or those who may want to speak, or what advice, whatever you want to leave with us that you think would be something good to share with the audience.
Yes, one of the things I'd like to share with you is you have a gift on the inside. And the gift that you have on the inside, the Lord did not give it to you for yourself. He gave it to you to help others. And we are all problem solvers. So if there's one person you can solve a problem with, there are a lot of women right now that are looking to start a business. There are a lot of women that need encouragement. There are a lot of women right now that don't know exactly what direction they're going in, especially since the pandemic. There's so many opportunities out there to put yourself out there and come and listen to at least our conference and see what the exposure to you will have. So one of the main things I would say to you, don't give up. The gift that you have on the inside, it was given to you to share with others. And there is someone that is waiting for you to help them solve their problem. Whether it is a marital problem, an abuse problem, someone that wants to start uh, healthcare. It's so many opportunities out there for you. Your gift is needed, is really needed out there. And when you come out and help someone, then whatever you let out, the Lord will pour into you. So one of the things I'm going to leave with you is step out on faith. If you wait until you have money to start a business, you will not start one.
Mm, good one. All right, great things you left us with. So I want to thank you again, guys. That link to sign up to attend the Strength of a Woman event is there, and again, will be in the chat as well. But Dr. Gloria, I'm so glad that you decided to join me, even if it was for just a quick moment just to talk about this amazing event and what you are doing to help entrepreneurs. I really appreciate you being here.
And one thing I want to say, if you come out to the event and you said, I heard you on Boss Line,
Boss Radio.
Boss Radio, I will give you a complimentary ticket for our February event. And you will also have an opportunity to speak with me for 30 minutes and see if you can be a speaker in my February 2023 speaking event.
Oh, I love a freebie. I love a freebie. So thank you. She didn't even tell me she was doing that, but I love a freebie. Thank you. So you guys heard that. Say that you heard her on Boss Radio Live, and she will take care of you with those amazing freebies she just talked about, and a ticket to the February event, and to a chance to speak with you, to find out if they can be a speaker. So for those of you who may be burgeoning speakers want to get started, or if you just want to, broaden your horizons. This is great. Thank you for that, Dr. Gloria. I wasn't expecting, so I'm happy. I love a freebie. For sure. But thank you so much for joining me. This has been great. Look, it was just enough we got out there about the event and about your wonderful services that you offer. So again, thank you for being on the show today.
And thank you, Michelle. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I appreciate it. And thank you also for the audience that put up with me for these minutes. Thank you so much. And everybody's still overflowing with the turkey. So thank you so very much for this post-Thanksgiving live. Thank you so very much. I hope to see you on December the 3rd.
Yes, you guys. Make sure you check that out. Thank you. Oh, this has been a good one. Quick one, but a good one. Thank you to my wonderful guest, Dr. Gloria Trueh. And I cut Dr. Trueh off. I'm sorry. Dr. Trueh, don't get me. But yeah, thank you. Thank you for being on the show today. You guys, we will be back for our regularly scheduled second Friday in December on December 9th. For a wonderful guest we'll have. Same time, not same day though. Same time, 6 p.m., same place. And I will see you guys then. And until then, you know what I always say, stay boss.